Hi all, my name is Nika and I would like to welcome you to Back to My Roots Homestead. I just wanted to jump online and to give you guys a quick channel introduction that consists of a brief history about me, what you can expect from this channel, and how I came to the great conclusion to create a channel in the first place. Well, a brief relevant history is that I was born in a small town in Central Florida, small country town, and I was raised in the Twin Cities area in Minnesota. So that consists of St. Paul and Minneapolis, Minnesota. And a few years ago, I met a wonderful man and we got married. I had to leave my job. I moved to the Fargo, North Dakota, Moorhead, Minnesota area. I had a beautiful, healthy baby girl. Now, why is that information relevant? Okay, well, a few months ago, right, my husband and I, we sat down to discuss purchasing our first home, and I lost every single argument, every single one, to move back to the Twin Cities. And but I did make one stipulation, one request, is if we purchased a home in this land, right, the North Dakota area, I wanted a house with land included, at least an acre. At least an acre is what I requested of our home. And my husband, he was like, okay, well, you want a house on an acre. What are you going to do with an acre? That's a lot of land. And I didn't blink an eye. I said I was going to have a huge garden and plant some fruit trees. Okay. Now, mind you, it's a kind of a heated discussion because the realization that I lost this argument, it was, you know, I wasn't a really good sport, but it was done. I made my request. I wanted an acre. So we went house searching on houses that actually came with an acre of land, because here there are fields everywhere. You throw a beet and you are going to hit a farmer out in his field either harvesting or planting. This is how crazy this town is. Well, off we went on our journey to find a house on an acre, and what he didn't realize was I knew nothing about gardening. Okay, he did know that I was from a small town, country, small town, you know, with land and farms and chickens and the whole thing, but I never really wanted to take part in that. No, I didn't like the bugs, the heat, the snakes, all the things about outside I just was not feeling. And so now I had to get to studying. I had to get on the ball and learn as much as I could in the short period of time I had. So I went to the library, I got books, I purchased books, I started reading blogs, I started watching vlogs, articles, magazine subscriptions, and wham, there we are. I started to learn or pick up on certain terminology. That terminology was homesteading, self-reliance, sustainability, and prepping. Now I'm gonna umbrella that under homesteading. Okay, some people say it's different. There are a lot of different aspects, but I'm just gonna put that under an umbrella of homesteading, which is a term I didn't see since 8th grade history. But the practices and the logic of it rang true then, okay? And it does so now. Wow, I had this aha moment. And it was really a personal journey, because I realized how young and how naive I was to not take advantage of those individuals in my life that had those gems of knowledge. I call them gems. I call them because they are precious stones of knowledge that can help you build a base for your family and your future that you can always go back to. And all those individuals that I knew and loved that had it, they're no longer with us. And the people that I know and have it today are far away. The closest one is at least a 5.5-hour drive. So the one thing that I do have going for me, other than the research I did, because I have no hands-on experience, guys, no hands-on experience. I can grow an aloe plant like nobody's business, but when it comes to growing something else, No. I can do grass and weeds, but that's about it. But I digress. The closest person is 5 hours away, and we have modern technology. And like I said, I decided I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to throw myself out there and put myself out there in hopes that not only those people that I do know come on, watch, and guide me and assist me, but people I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we can just start a dialogue and help each other on this journey, especially me, because I'm the one that needs the most help. Yeah, my husband did realize that eventually, for those of you who are wondering, he did realize that I didn't know what the heck I was doing. When he started to look at the books, yeah, he did realize it, but he is still extremely supportive, because we both came to the realization that homesteading was something that we wanted to do for ourselves and for our family. Now, I have to put this statement in here. I am a mother, and I'm an aunt, and a godmother, and a teacher, and I always will be those things, and I love it. Okay, I love it. I love children, hands down. And I know that I am a whole lot of crazy and a tad bit wacky. So I might say something that will offend you, okay? I might say something that offend you. And your inner jerk comes out and your hands start tapping on the keyboard and pressing enter. I get it, okay? I get it. My type of crazy may not be your type of crazy, and we might not mesh together. But don't do that. Don't put comments down there. Don't let your inner jerk shine for a child to possibly read it. Actually, just shoot me an email at back2myroots@gmail.com. Yeah, back2myroots@gmail.com, and I will read it. I will. I promise you that. Now, whether or not I get back to you, you know, it's completely up to me, right? But yeah, don't do that. Don't put it below. The world is full of jerks, and they do jerky things, and kids are gonna find that soon enough. Okay, they don't need us to confirm it. And yeah, because the world is a much better teacher at that than we are. So don't. All right, that was my my little sidebar. Let me tell you what you can expect from this channel. Well, there's a lot of homesteading channels out there that say, gardening for beginners or homesteading from scratch. Nah, we're not beginners. We're not at scratch. We're right here. If beginning is right here, or starting from scratch is right here, we're right here. And the reason why I say that is because scratch basically means that you have all the materials laid out that you need to start building, to start making or creating. We're not at that. We're right here. Well, now we're right here now. And we need to obtain all the things we need to get at scratch to start building. So we are in this transition to be at scratch. So we are looking at our land and how it reacts, and basically observing our shadows and what's currently growing in certain places and all of that. And we are also trying to obtain the materials and the tools that we need to actually be a functional homestead. And like I said, we also need you. We need your help and we need your guidance. And I hope that you partake in this journey with us. Now, a little bit about the property is that, like I said, we're in the Fargo, North Dakota, Moorhead, Minnesota area. We're in that area. I think we're for a growing zone, so it gets bitter cold here, let me tell you, and a lot of snow. And we are in the middle of a small town. Now, this town is a bit weird because the zoning regulations are kind of a wicked read. And what I mean by that is they say that you can do agricultural things, but they've ixnayed livestock. And the livestock they ixnayed is, I understand, some of them are very big and some of them I'm allowed. So, you know, they ixnayed goats and chickens and cows and horses and ducks and geese. But the ones they also ixnay kind of like, huh? Which are bunnies and bees. All right, well, bees I understand. There are some people who are highly allergic to bee stings, but bunnies? Now, I am trying to discuss but first get to the powers that be, and wondering if quail or grout are an option. If not, I'm okay with that. I might gripe about it for a while, but I'm okay with it. And the reason why is because I am a beginner, and I'd hate to take on animals, and my ignorance is to the detriment of them, and not only to them but my family, because we've acquired these animals, we've got all these materials to ensure their health and well-being, and I just didn't know what to do and when to do it, and they had to suffer from it. And my family, because they helped me invest, helped me in the investment, and actually had to watch this animal suffer as well. So if animals are kind of off the table for right now, I am completely and totally fine. I'm fine. But like I said, you might hear me say, well, if I could have quail, just bear with me. And I think that's pretty much it. I hope you guys join me in this journey. I hope you guys watch. You don't necessarily need to subscribe. I don't care. But I hope you watch and assist me and correct me if you see me doing things wrong, or throw some advice out there. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I think that's pretty much it. I do know that there are certain videos that I have coming out for you guys. I have a barn tour. They say it's a shed. I say it's a barn. I have a barn tour. But when that barn tour footage was taken, it was taken when we were doing our last walkthrough. So there's a lot of things in there that aren't in there anymore. So I probably would do a second walkthrough showing and talking about the materials that was left behind. I am trying to give you guys a tour of the property that we have, but since we are smack dead in the middle of town, there's neighbors on all four sides of us, and I want to respect them. I mean, I'm one of those people that would go door to door and ask each neighbor if it's okay if their side of the house, or if this is in our videos, because, I do want to respect people's privacy. So I might not be able to give you an outside so much, but I'm definitely trying to work between giving you an outside and a aerial view, like from Google Maps or something. And I have a few projects at hand that I'm thinking about doing, but it's all in the acquisition, right? I need to acquire the tools that we need to do it, and crafts. I am a craft-minded individual, and I would love to show you a few tricks of the trade, or a few things that I like to do, and hopefully you guys will be able to become addicted to the crafts that I'm addicted to. How wonderful would that be? Well, anyway, I know the little one's about to wake up from her nap, so I'm going to let you guys go, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and stay well in mind, body, and in soul. This is Nika from Back to My Roots Homestead, guys. Bye.